Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've already seen some great plays from this year's rookie class, and there will surely be more to follow as we move through the month of November. Now let's look at the rookies leading the charge with their play in the Rookie of the Year race. And you look at Edwards. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Oh, he has taken the league by storm, exceeding many people's expectations. This award is his to lose.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Thompson. Edwards is out there with Durham. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Robinson in at shooting guard. And for Milwaukee, the small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Gary Harris is out there with Rollins. And it's Portis in at the center, locking down the middle. Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
And so it's Detroit with it. Cunningham up top, covered by Rollins. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Cade has every shot in his bag.
And Portis throws it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now, here's Cunningham. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's MP, top of the key. He's got a clear path for the finish, and Portis throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Now, here's MP. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. There's the lob to Durham. And stolen by Portis. Here's Harris. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Get me up. Get the 2K. Just let me go live.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Edwards with the screen for Robinson. Back to MP. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Out to Thompson. Takes the three. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Milwaukee now. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least, and they feel he's a perfect addition.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Here's Rollins. His last outing, he had 24 points. Harris a screen on Thompson. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for MP. He's getting around 28 points per, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
You want to be a successful team in this league, you need to find someone that you can feed the ball to and count on to score.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Inside, outside for Robinson. MP deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Kuzma outside. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that could take him off the floor. Not what he wanted right there. 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Marcus Sasser's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Rollins. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
MP outside. Pass to Duran. Pocket 6. Out to Thompson. Detroit needs to get off a shot, and he comes up with the deuce.
And you can really feel it when Duran is near the hoop, because that is a grown man at 6'10".
Back to Giannis. Elbow shot. MP grabs the miss. Pistons trail by 3. Sasser finds Edwards. In the corner, it's Robinson. And stolen by Portis. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. Edwards passes to Durant. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Kevin, back to you.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Tim, what a ride it's been for sharpshooter Duncan Robinson.
Well, there is no doubt about it, Kevin. He's the only...
From Milwaukee, Turner's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Jang in for Kyle Kuzma. Detroit also making some changes. MP comes in for Holland. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Porter in the corner. Antetokounmpo dishes to Porter. On the wing, Giannis. Edwards defending. Shot clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And
Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Takes a three. Detroit, no good that time either. For the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Chang, and finished off by Chang.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
MP kicks to Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Stewart's got 6.
Smart pass by MP. Great to see a young player making the right decisions with the ball.
Here's Giannis, and the layup's good off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Pistons on top. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
On the floor for Detroit, Kevin Huerter is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Edwards in at the power forward position. MP kicks to Harris. Back to MP. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Bucks. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively. Just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
A 3 from MP. Connects from 3-point range.
MP looking solid from there.
The Bucks trail. And Tim, the improvement for the Detroit Pistons keyed by acquiring veteran floor spacers. You must like that aspect, am I right?
Yeah, I love that, Kevin. The fact that they have a star offensive player and they went out and added guys that can create more space for their best player, and also have become a great defensive team.
Edwards finds Huerter. The Pistons working the ball around now. Harris misses.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Harris is checked in for the Bucks. Hollins comes in for Taurean Prince. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Holland, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And Turner throws it down.
And you know how hard Turner goes, has the strength needed to work through the contact and finish.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Milwaukee?
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat. What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Porter against Cunningham. And Cunningham with the block.
Nice job by Cunningham there, staying with it and using his length to get the rejection.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Giannis inside. Guarded by Stewart. Porter, no luck. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Outside, Green. On the wing, MP. From past the arc. The rebound by the Bucks.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harris finds MP. Back to Harris. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure. Porter, bounce pass. Out to Harris. Fires from the corner. Here's Giannis. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
On the wing, MP. Outside, Green. On the wing, Harris. And here's Edwards from the arc. And again, Detroit with the three.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Turner. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Porter. And then for Detroit, Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for MP. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Green. Rollins against Cunningham. Antetokounmpo passes to Harris. Now Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And Antetokounmpo inside. Harris is there. Great defense that time from Duren. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Harris outside. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Giannis against Harris. 5 on the clock. And here's Giannis from outside. It's Cunningham with the rebound. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 16-6 run. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good on the three.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space, and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open. He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Cunningham left side. Lets it go with the three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's MP making things happen for the Pistons. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. Fellas, what do you say we take a look now at the power rankings?
You look at the Pistons, fresh out the gates, they've already established themselves as one of the teams to beat.
That is certainly reflected in their ranking here, a team to be reckoned with. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. If you look at Antetokounmpo in this game, has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, you're going to have to adjust the way you're defending him. He is getting whatever he wants right at the rim.
Bucks trail by 3. Cordes will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Rollins is out there with Harris, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Harris kicks to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. MP against Giannis. Kicks it out to MP. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kuzma passes to